Hello, welcome to today's review video, and in today's video I'll be talking about Bifrost Network, which is a DeFi and staking service for proof of stake tokens that includes staking and liquidity both on the famous Polkadot. And of course we are checking this on polkaproject.com, which does not guarantee that a project is associated to Polkadot. By the way, I've recently found this out, and you do need to do more research to make sure that they're associated. For example, do they have a test network on Polkadot's web wallet? Did they receive a Web3 grant, a Web3 Foundation grant? If they did that, then it's more likely associated. If not, then you gotta be careful. So I did check Bifrost Network and they are associated to Polkadot, and I'm gonna show you all the different proofs that we have that they are associated. But again, with Polka project, because they are open source, anybody can list their project here on GitHub. So that would make them seem as if they're associated to Polkadot, but not necessarily. So just be careful with that and always do more research, more due diligence before getting into a project or thinking of investing. And as always, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please always do your own research. Just check the disclaimer in the description below. But if you're new here, before we get into the project, my name is Claudio and this is Chain, the channel where I do crypto news, reviews, tutorials and interviews. So please hit that subscribe button and enable notifications to not miss the next video I upload that may interest you. And as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, or dislike if you don't, and leave a comment below with any sort of questions you may have. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. But as always, do check polkaproject.com and do check these tabs from time to time, because some projects just pop out of nowhere which are interesting. And again, Bifrost didn't pop out of nowhere. They've been around for some time, but I haven't had a chance to review them. So let me get straight in and talk about them here. So Bifrost.finance is the link to their website, which can be found in the description of this video. A parachain designed for staking liquidity. That's pretty much what they are. They're actually on testnet at the moment, and we'll take a look at the web wallet on Polkadot just to show you how it looks. But they're basically, you could think of them as kind of a competitor for staking finance, Staffy, which I have reviewed in the past. But again, they have their own model, right? So again, different kind of tokenomics, different kind of model, different kind of tokens. But staking liquidity just shows you that staking finance means that staking finance are not the only project on Polkadot doing that, right? So now they're no longer unique. So let's take a look at their website here. So how is this going to work, right? Staking and cross-chain conflict. So they're showing you here that there's the staking token, right? For example, if you decide to stake to a node on a specific project, on a specific blockchain, you receive staking rewards, right? Well, what Bifrost are going to do is they're going to reward you in their V token by using their platform for staking instead, or you somehow have to link it. Now this is something that we don't know how it works yet, because they haven't launched this platform. So when they do launch it, I do plan to likely do a tutorial if I will get any Bifrost, or if I be staking any token. Like for example, I'm planning to stake or fuel, which is on Rio chain. So hopefully they're gonna have some kind of link to Rio chain so that I could get the staking rewards from more fuel to be converted into V token on Bifrost, for example, right? Maybe that's going to happen in the future. We don't know for sure how it's going to work. I would like to see it in action, but basically that's what they're saying that they're gonna do. So staking rewards, DeFi, exchange, dApp, and cross-chain. All of these options are available through the V token, of course, if you have that, right? And now hedging. So anti-inflation prevents devaluation of staking assets, no lockup position. So that's one of the pluses here. There is no lockup required, right? And then you're going to get that V token. Basically, that's what they're trying to say. Double rewards. So that's good because you get your normal staking rewards and also DeFi interest on top of that. Leverage. You can use the V token lending leverage to expand staking principal. I'm not sure what the downsides are to this though. So that's just something to look into later on, hopefully when they're gonna have more info. Now they are transparent. All behaviors operate on the parachain. Governance, so business parameters can be adjusted through the democratic governance. We already know about that because all these projects on Polkadot give you the option to vote. So you can vote for any kind of changes that take place on the blockchain by locking up your tokens or your coins for a certain period of time, or using the no lockup method, but then you only have a voting power of 0.1x. So it's not that good, but again, they are actually locked up though. Even when you choose the no lockup period with 0.1x, I have done that before and they do actually lock up, but only for the time it takes until the proposal is agreed or disagreed on. So when the proposal ends, then you get your coins back. You need to create another transaction to retrieve them. But if you choose to lock them up, aside from that period of the governance of the proposal, you also have to wait another couple of days or weeks or months, or depends on how long you choose to vote for, and that of course gives you that extra voting power. But cross-chain too, so supports to cross into other blockchains through Polkadot Relay. So again, they are actually going to be using the Polkadot Relay to not only be interoperable with other parachains on Polkadot, but also with other blockchains which are going to be interoperable to Polkadot. So it may sound confusing, but think of it like Chainlink is going to be the oracle which is going to bridge the outside world, like blockchains like Ethereum, Neo, Ontology, for example. All of these that want to connect to Polkadot can connect through Chainlink to feed the data through, and then they can be interoperable with all these parachains that are again communicating with that Polkadot relay chain, which is like the parent one. Now, unlimited, compatible with centralized and decentralized settlement scenarios, fungible, so no matter which validator you're staking with, you will receive the V token and rewards. And it's fully backed, 100% backed for staking, no risk of principal loss. So then they're showing you a diagram here how the actual structure is at the moment. So we've got staking, you've got the base layer protocol with the DEX, Parachain, DeFi, and dApp. So after, you're going to have the Bifrost Parachain, which is going to be in between the staking and all these other dApps, DEXs, DeFi, and Parachain and other parachains. So that's how it's pretty much going to work. It's basically a layer between staking and applications. They're just reiterating it here. So we've got the roadmap here. In Q4 of 2020, they should have the staking drop. At the moment, there is a private sale going on, but you do need to contact them in private if you want to get into the private sale. I haven't done that because I know that with private sales, you need to spend a lot of money. So unless you've got some kind of group of people maybe, or you know some people that have a lot of money and they're also interested, then you could possibly participate to jump in. But just know that with staking drop, you don't actually get all of your tokens unlocked to you straight away. So like Staking Finance did with their staking drop, you'll likely have a lockup period. Now I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like they're going to do something like that with these staking drops. It seems to be very typical now of Polkadot. More and more projects are doing that on Polkadot. Now, it's not until Q1 of 2021 that we're going to see the IPO and auction page, the auction of the Polkadot slot, of course. So they are trying to get that Parachain slot, which is not going to happen until then. So yeah, there were some technical problems with Polkadot. Unfortunately, they couldn't launch that Parachain offering or the Parachain functionality, the Parachain auction functionality this year. So it's not going to happen till next year. And one other thing I forgot to mention is their mainnet is going to be launched in Q4 of this year as well. So that's also something. And security audit, which everyone is waiting for, right? Because that gives you more credibility. Now, one of the things when we go to their website here down at the bottom, right, we can see who they're partnered with, NGC Ventures and all these other people. But the grant is from Web3 Foundation. So that's the important thing to keep in mind here when you're reviewing a project. If they have the Web3 Foundation grant, that's good, because that shows you that they're related somehow to Polkadot. They've got some kind of link. Somebody already did their due diligence on them. Somebody spoke with the team. They know what they're about, so they wouldn't have funded them if they didn't believe if they thought that they're going to run away, right? So yeah, it's not a case of that, right? This gives them a lot of credibility in my opinion, and I have done reviews in the past of Polkadot projects where I was checking this. So if we see a Web3 Foundation grants program, yes, do be bullish on these projects, because it does mean that they've got credibility. The service is Polkadot, Ethereum, Cosmos, Kusama, EOS, and IOST. So basically they're going to service all these blockchains, which means that if you're staking, and likely obviously with Ethereum 2.0 when we're gonna have proof of stake, but in the meantime, if you're staking with Cosmos or Kusama or IOST or EOS or Polkadot 2, you will be able to basically take advantage of this functionality. Who knows if they're going to be adding more blockchains in the future? I really hope so, because that's the whole idea, right? Now, the other thing to keep in mind here is if we check the Polkadot Wiki page, we can see all the different waves when it comes to the Parachain slots, right? Parachain auction slots. So we can see there's wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, and wave 4. So if we go to wave 5, we can see that in wave 5, Bifrost are going to participate, right? So they're going to be the EOS interoperable bridge, pretty much. This was their main, this is what they were trying to do as part of this Parachain offering. When they have the Parachain slot, if they do get it, then they're going to create this interoperable bridge. So yeah, I mean, this is basically the page where you should be checking to see what are all the different projects that are trying to become parachains are going to try and become parachains basically. This page does get updated from time to time, so you can see the last time it was updated was the 9th of September. But let's move on and talk about the tokenomics. So here we can see the Bifrost network coin has a total supply of 80 million. Okay, so that's very bullish in my opinion. And if they do a lock drop, like we've seen with Staking Finance, then we could see the price doing really well, right? Because the people that take part in the token sale are not going to have access to all of the tokens that they've purchased. So you know what that happens, because it's illiquid, then of course the price is going to be high. So yeah, that's something also to keep in mind. 80 million supply in my opinion is very bullish. The symbol is BNC. So here we can see how they're going to split them. 10% goes to the private sale, 8% IEO, 16% is reserved by them, ecosystem 38% including IPO. The founders get 20%. So yeah, basically they're showing you how they're going to split them here. Initial parachain offering is going to get 35%. So that's basically people that are going to be locking up their DOT coins from Polkadot in order to vote for Bifrost to bond to that parachain. So as a reward for you locking your DOT for say 2 years or however long you want to vote for, you don't have to vote for 2 years. You can vote for like 1 slot or 2 slots. 2 slots would mean 1 year. If they get all 4 slots, then and you voted for all 4 slots, then you're likely going to get more tokens distributed to you. I'm not sure how that distribution is going to work. We've yet to find out when parachains are going to launch. But yeah, I'm pretty bullish on that, to be honest, on this tokenomics here. And here, if we go to the stake proxy node on the left hand side, we can see how it's going to work. So they're going to have the Bifrost ecosystem with all the different nodes, the asset bridge, which is going to be EOS, Cosmos, Polkadot, Ethereum, Algorand, and IOST. And say, for example, you're locking 200k DOT, you can, or Atom, or 300k DOT, you can basically switch and get a percentage of that V token. So they're showing you how it's going to work, how they're going to be interoperable, and the percentage that you're going to be paid as well. So yeah, do have a read through this. It's quite a lot to go through here. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible so as not to bore you too much. But if we go to the web wallet here, we can see that Bifrost, Asgard are in the web wallet of Polkadot. So that's another sign here that they are actually working closely with Polkadot, because 1, they've received the Web3 Foundation grant. 2, they're showing as the they're shown in wave 5 on the Polkadot website, which is the official wiki of Polkadot. They wouldn't have been listed there if that wouldn't be the case. And 3, they've got this link here in the testnet on web wallet, which we can see that they're actually, you can actually send testnet tokens if you're interested to test their platform. Basically, you can do transfers and things like that, and likely you can do other things as well. But basically that's how it is here. If you go to the top left hand corner, you can see it's under the test network here. It's called Asgard CC3 for Bifrost. So that's how it looks here. Now if we look at their GitHub page, we can see here they've got 5 contributors here. There could be more contributors, by the way, but this is pretty much how it looks. We can see that they've made changes like 2 months ago. Last month they've made some changes as well. So yeah, I mean, they haven't been active since then. There was some other change actually 26 days ago, which is almost 1 month ago, but not very active. They're likely working on something else at the moment. Who knows, right? Not very active on GitHub at the moment. But anyway, I mean, this is pretty much it. Let me know what you think of Bifrost. This was my review of Bifrost. I am pretty bullish on them. The fact that they're basically rewarding you for staking other cryptocurrencies. So yes, I will be looking at seeing how I can take advantage of this too, of their platform when they launch. Also, I am bullish on the fact that there's only 80 million as the total supply. With the circulating supply, they did say that it all depends after the token sale, after the public sale. They're likely going to be bought out to the maximum, because people get really bullish on token sales nowadays, especially with Polkadot and with the support that they're getting, right? So yeah, I am pretty bullish on Bifrost overall. I do think they have great potential, so I'm going to be keeping an eye out on them, and hopefully when they have that platform launched, I'll be able to do a tutorial on how it works. So that's it from today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.